Hello students, welcome to SRBPS online classes. I am Suman Balyan, your English preceptor. Today, this video contains the detailed summary of Snapshot Chapter 3, Ranga's Marriage. The writer of the story is Masti Venkatesha Iyengar. He was a well-known writer of Kannada language. He received the highest literary honor, the Gyanpith Award, and was popularly called Masti Kannada Asti, which means Masti is Kannada's treasure. He was a prolific writer. Masti wrote more than 123 books in Kannada language and 17 books in English language for over 70 years. He died on his 95th birthday. The story is based on the rural setting of Hosahalli, a very small village in Mysore. Ranga was the son of an accountant and was the first one to have gone to the city to study. When he returned, all the villagers thronged in his house, hoping to see a different person who had come after studying in the city. But the villagers are disappointed, seeing the same Ranga of flesh and bones. Ranga had very clear thoughts about his marriage, but the narrator makes him go against his own ideas and marry Ratna, a young girl. This story brings into focus the conflict between old and modern values and attitudes. The younger generation is easily swayed by the language and culture of other so-called advanced countries. The youngsters easily forget their cultural roots. Only a careful and tactful handling can deter them from being ruthless. Ranga, the son of an accountant, goes to study in the city. The change in him becomes clear when he announces that he will marry a girl of his own choice. The narrator makes him fall in love with a girl and marry her. Now, let's focus on the characters of the story. There are four important characters in the story. Number one is Ranga, who is the son of an accountant who went to Bangalore for higher studies. And there is a change. He became non-traditional after coming from there. Ratna, she is niece of Ramarao and she is a pretty girl who knows how to play veena and harmonium. Shama is the narrator of the story and who is a very tactful person and gives service to the society. Shastri is the village astrologer who helped Ranga. In the beginning of the story, the narrator is just beating about the bush. He is not coming to the point of Ranga's marriage because he's thinking that no fancy title could be given like Ranganath Vivah, Ranganath Vijay, Girija Kalyan, but only this suitable title for this story, that is Ranga's marriage, because the whole story revolves around Ranga's marriage, that how he became non-traditional. The narrator is asking the readers, have you heard about his village Hosahalli? But it's a pity that you might not know about it because it has not been mentioned by the English people in the geography book. That's why it's a pity, and the same happened with the Indian cartographers also who forgot. That's why he is blaming the Indian people and he's calling them a flock of sheep. Here, flock of sheep means the blind followers. It means if Sahibs of England, they forgot to mention Hosahalli in geography book, in the same way, the Indian people, means Indian cartographers, they also forgot to mention the village Hosahalli in the geography book. So it is the mistake of both the Indian as well as the English people. The narrator speaks glowingly of Hosahalli. He is saying that his village is famous for raw mangoes. They are so raw mangoes, they are so sour in taste that if you take a bite, then you will have cough. How does he know? Because he comes to know from the doctor. After eating it, then he suffered from cough and the doctor told him that they are sour. He cannot control over his senses if it is a matter of his own village, Hosahalli. Next, he is talking about that just like the mango, what is so special in his village? He is saying that they have a creeper that grows in the ever so fine water and the leaves, they are so big in size that you can have a meal. The narrator is not in favor of English language. Why? Because he is saying that if you introduce English words in Kannada language, then it is simply a disrespect for Kannada language. Next, he was talking about one incident that happened is really disgraceful. That Ramarao's son, he used the word change in front of a old woman and the woman didn't understand and she muttered and went away from there. Now the accountant's son has come after a long time from Bangalore, and he knew how to use English language, how to speak in English. But there was a crowd. The villagers, they wanted to see what was the changes in Ranga after coming from Bangalore. So they gathered in front of Ranga's house, and thank God that they didn't enter the house, otherwise the house could have been turned into what people call the black hole of Calcutta. But yes, there was a huge crowd in front of it, and they wanted to notice the change in Ranga. An old lady who was near to Ranga, she ran her hand over his chest, looked into the eyes of Ranga and said, "The Janivara is still there. He has not lost his caste." She went away soon after that. Then Ranga laughed. He was laughing on the superstitiousness of the villagers. The crowd melted away just like a lump of sugar in a child's mouth. But the narrator was still standing there, and then Ranga noticed the narrator, and he bowed down to give him respect and touch his feet and took the blessings from the narrator. So the narrator, he was happy to see the same the same way of wishing and the same tradition that he was following in wishing his elders. So he was very happy, and he gave him blessing, "May you get married soon." This way he wanted to know his perception regarding marriage. But the narrator thought of Ramarav's niece, whose name was Ratna, and she was very pretty girl, and he thought that she would be a good wife for Ranga. She was going to be a suitable bride for him. So now he wanted to know the perception of Ranga, but Ranga was not disclosing it openly to the narrator, but the narrator thought that he would arrange this marriage. The narrator was very familiar with the niece of Ramarav, Ratna, because he had been visited to that house, and she used to be known to him also. So he thought that why not to ask her to come to his house, and then he would send for Ranga also, and then they would meet each other and they would be known, and then they will exchange their feelings for each other, whether they were interested in the marriage or not. So this way he wanted to know from Ranga only whether he was interested in Ratna or not. Now the narrator thought for a plan. He asked Ramarav's wife to send Ratna to fetch buttermilk from his house. So she was sent by Ramarav's wife to his house to bring the buttermilk. So there what happened, now you will see. Ratna came. It was Friday. She was wearing a grand sari, and she was told by the narrator to sit in a room and sing a song, Krishna Murti, in front of my eyes. So Ratna started singing in her sweet voice. At the same time, narrator sent for Ranga also. So Ranga reached the threshold and he stopped there, and he wanted to listen more to the sweet voice of Ratna. But Ratna, being hesitated, she stopped her singing. On the other side, Ratna wanted to listen to her, and he was interested in her. The narrator played on Ranga's feelings for Ratna, but Ranga developed fondness for Ratna, so he wanted to marry her, but he was not disclosing it openly to the narrator. But on the other side, the narrator realized what he desired. So in order to with his interest in the girl, he made her unobtainable by lying that she was already married, because he wanted to know actually the perception of Ranga. So he tutored Shastriji, and when he went with Ranga to Shastriji again, so Shastriji, the village astrologer, said that Ranga was thinking about a girl whose name could be Ratna. He also added that there was a chance of their negotiations bearing fruit. Ranga didn't know how to believe him, as Ratna was already married. When he learnt that Ratna was not married, so he got happy with So with all the efforts of the narrator Shama, Ranga and Ratna both married to each other, and now they were living their happy married life. After many years, they were blessed with a son, and it was the birthday of their son, third birthday, and they invited the narrator also. I hope, students, that you didn't get bored in Ranga's marriage. For more practice, you can do the question bank. There are so many questions given there, and just be regular in your self-study. Thank you.